Love reacts only. All right.
He also said button.
Haha. Hey, what's up? Okay, so we're gonna kind of do this together simultaneous right now. I am currently on Facebook Live and on YouTube live streaming right now, and I am going to talk to you today about my adventures in airsoft, going down to Camp Pendleton, California for the Operation K2, hosted by the godfather of airsoft, Mr. John Liu, aka the General. And what a great experience that was. So we started off leaving Utah at 6 in the evening on a Thursday. We arrived in California off schedule a little bit because Rad drove us into San Diego, right into the heart of the San Diego Police Department, and we needed to be in Oceanside, so we course corrected ourselves deliriously somehow in our vehicles, and we managed to get to our hotel where we were staying at for Friday. We wound up getting some Z's, fitting our loadouts, getting ready to go, and we headed over to get chronographed and registered for Lion Claws at Kilo Mount 2, which is what it's called, at Camp Pendleton. So that was a interesting day because it started getting gray real quick, and what you noticed is raindrops, really wet raindrops. I don't know if you've ever had water hit your body before, but this was like wet. Okay, like rain was wet. It was big drops that started coming down. So we got chronographed, everybody got checked in, and we went back to our hotels because the Marines jumped in and said, anybody that comes in is cool too, great. The Marines said, hey, you know, there's too much water coming down, the roads will get washed out, we're going to hold off on fighting tonight. So everybody kind of went back to their hotels, and we wound up going to the beach. So we went to the beach, it was storming, the ocean was violent, it was a beautiful day, and you know, it made me just realize how insignificant I really am in this world when you see the ocean coming at you. Yes?
Drew said that, speaking of World War II stuff,
Yeah.
they have to postpone the game because the river is flowing because of all the rain, and it's now flooded the field.
Oh, is that right? So we'll jump into that. That's a good note. Thank you. Okay, so the World War II game that's coming up in Ogden on 12th Street looks like it's going to be postponed due to flooding. It's on a riverbank, and from our reports in the field, the flow is risen really high, and it has covered the entire field. So those of you that are going to the game this weekend, you need to postpone it and check out maybe a Blackthorn game and see what else is going on, because it sounds like Drew's trying to cancel that. And we understand that it can be a rainy day out there. So, Drew, you might want to make the rounds, dude, and post that up. Did you go to the field? Did you see it for yourself? Or are you just taking the word of others? That's the other thing you got to question yourself. So back to Camp Pendleton. Camp Pendleton was a great environment. We got a fight. Hey, welcome. What's up? We're live. Rad Chat's live. How you doing?
Good.
Can we help you with anything?
Not at the moment.
Okay, cool.
Just looking.
Well, just don't walk right here, okay?
Got it.
Because we're filming. All right, cool. So back to Camp Pendleton. Pendleton was, it's the home of the Marine Corps, and it's a container village that is set up. There's about 100 containers that are about 40 foot long. You go in and out of the containers, up and down stairwells. They're stacked on top of each other. They're angled in different directions. You've got some containers that are set up in a Gulf, Delta, India, Juliet fashion on a map. The map is gridded out with different segments, allocated to each team going into fight in that area. So we were tasked right off the bat on Saturday morning from command, which was Ryan Red of Hooligan Airsoft. Check out the Hooligans. So our commander tasked me as the other OIC of the team to take over Kilo. He's like, Rad, you take you and the Boston boys and everybody else who is willing to follow any order, and you go to Kilo. So we moved on Kilo, hit Kilo. Another crew was to hit Juliet. Another crew was to hit India. And as soon as we hit Kilo, man, it was on. We were fighting. It was rounds going back and forth. I just kept seeing tan. And then I realized that was Dutch of the Hooligans wearing all tan. Dutch, I shot you almost like 30 times, bro. But back to the fight. Dutch took off the top and went to black, and so that changed that whole confusion up. And then we started to really kill and shoot all of the other guys on tan, specifically Eric Mason. Just Eric Mason. I think we all just wanted to shoot Eric Mason. Eric Mason, I hope you know that we were just gunning for you. Not really. Just, yes, really. No, not really. We were going for Nate. You were in front of him. Sorry about your tooth, by the way. That wasn't me, but I just want to say, in the grand scheme of things, sorry about your tooth, bro. I really appreciate every Red Friday that you post up on your Instagram, Eric Mason on Instagram. So name dropping right there. Now, so we fight. We're fighting. We're going in and out of buildings. We're capturing objectives. I wind up, our comms went down. I had this Baofeng radio that was all synced up, and then at the last minute we had too much chatter on the same nets. So everybody else switched over, but I'm not used to using a Baofeng, so I wasn't sure how to swap it all over in the middle of a battlefield. I use an HYT Motorola radio, which is pre-programmed. A lot of us here in Utah have pre-programmed radios. So going to Lion Claws, I learned a lesson of just, knowing a little bit more about my radio setup so I could link up with important communications coming through. So moving that aside, I used telepathy with my boss. So we wound up running into each other quite a bit at the AO. And he'd be like, Rad, everything's secure. I'd be like, yes. He's like, move here, do this, do that. And I just want to say thanks to all my guys who went there, did that, did this, did that, jumped into the well, pulled out the 60, 80 pound cache of drugs that were super heavy, and we carried all the way to the back. Allowing me to use your Baofeng radio to communicate with the boss was essential for us to know where he was during that critical day portion of Saturday. So thanks for the loan of the radio. Let's see if we have a question.
John Liu said you rock, and Robinette said what happened to Ajax's gun.
Okay, John Liu, you rock, brother, okay? You are the godfather of airsoft. That's it. I ain't got nothing else to say but love for you, bro. Okay, and you got me at all your games as much as I can make it. Jacob Robinette, Ajax's gun. Ajax was in direct fire with someone. I don't know when it happened, probably during the Saturday day game, and all of a sudden he took a direct round right into the muzzle of his rifle. It was a white BB. Ajax is using dark colored BBs because we're supposed to use dark colored BBs at the AO, and then all of a sudden he's like, my gun's not firing, something's wrong. He disassembles his gun and he realizes that a BB had gone into his barrel just like this. The BB went into his barrel just like that, okay? Right in there, right? And so he opens it up, he takes off his upper receiver, and lo and behold, inside of his hop-up is a white BB kissing a black BB. It was awesome. It's legit. So that's what happened to Ajax's rifle at Lion Claws. So just to jump back into it, I really want to let you know that the Saturday day game went off without a hitch. There was really no issues with anyone calling their hits. There was no issues with people being vulgar to one another. And I just want to say to John Liu, good job on keeping airsoft drama-free, bro. There's a lot of type A personalities out there. I think there was 200 plus people, guys, girls, who all are the best at what they do. And you may get frustrated, you may get hot under the collar, but at the end of the day, you got to just keep your cool cucumber and remember, your war of words is why we're not there. It's to be war with airsoft guns, not war with words. So don't be bagging, right? Don't you agree, dude, over here looking at my stuff? You agree, right?
Yeah.
It's not about a war of words, huh? No. Huh? Here, come here real quick. You want to get on here?
Sure.
Come here. Let's introduce you to one of my clients in here. Here, come over here. Here, tell me your name. Come here. Right here.
I'm Nathan Atwood.
Nathan Atwood. And what brings you into the shop today?
Just looking around. I was by and thought
Okay.
I'd check out.
The airsoft scene, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so say hi to everybody on YouTube here.
Hey.
Hey, what's up on Facebook right there?
Hey.
Say what's up to John Liu. Say you're the man.
You the man.
You the man, John Liu. Hey, thanks. Go ahead and hang out over here and check out the rest of the stuff while we do this, okay? That's your future right there. That's the future of who's going to come out to these events. Who, huh? You're down with it.
Yeah. Still trying to convince my dad.
Convince his dad, he says. Well, hey, Dad, let me help convince you just a little bit that you should hang out with your son out in the desert. Now, the Saturday day game went on without a hitch. We took a break. We went and got chow. And then we rallied back for the night game, which was a play on Benghazi. So as sad as Benghazi was in the real world and the loss of life that happened, I'm sorry that ever occurred. However, we like to pull from real world type scenarios in airsoft. And we did a Benghazi style fight where I had to attack the compound. And then we rotated each Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie team to guard the compound. So each element got to sit inside and defend while they were being attacked by two other oppositional teams trying to get in and capture the ambo and any other pertinent information that they could. The first one went off without a hitch. I got smoked a lot. I got shot, just so you know here. I got shot right here. I got shot right here. Man, that was some killer moves that you had on me. Whoever that was that shot me, you did a good job. I bet you it was an HPA rifle. High pressure air. That thing just bam, 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 right on my face. So good job on you, whoever shot me at night. I want to blame my gloves, okay? So let me just be clear. I love these gloves, but I don't realize that they glow. And they do. They glow. Let's see if we can make them glow. Ooh, see that glow right there? So go ahead and flip the lights back on. So I think when I came around the Connex and I'm like shooting, I'm getting ready to shoot and see what's down there, I think the dude had night vision and these just stood out like nothing because I just took 2 to the face, 3 to the face.
Because you weren't wearing any cry.
I wasn't wearing any cry. No, I wasn't wearing any cry. That is true. That is true. Wait, no, was I? No cry. Just a Special Forces poncho from my father. That's all. That's all. So we're fighting at night. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'm filming a live Facebook show, in the middle of the fight. And I'm trying to show, some night footage. And I have a flashlight on, and I'm covering a Connex window. And I'm making sure that no one can peek out. Ajax is like, cover that window. Don't let anyone peek out of that window. We're going to rush everyone inside this gate right now. And I'm like, Roger. So I'm guarding this window. And all of a sudden, I hear, boom. And I'm like, on Facebook Live, I'm like, yeah, that's how we do it here, man. That's how we do it right there. And this dude comes walking out, right? He's like, I just blew up a Thunder Bee in my hand. I'm like, did you just blow up your Thunder Bee in your hands? He's like, I just blew the Thunder Bee up in my hands. And I was like, did you just blow up your hands with a Thunder Bee? And he's like, yes. So he took the flashlight on my gun, and I'm all looking at it, and I'm filming it on live at the same time. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it looks real bad. See Facebook, look, I'm not even helping him. I'm just filming. So long story short, little blood on his finger, a really shaky hand. The next day, he comes up to me. He's like, hey, Rad, did you capture that on live? And I was like, I did, live on my Facebook. He's like, where? And I told him Aaron Rad Radel. He goes to the Facebook Live. He finds it. We're sitting there talking. I'm like, in the movie 13 Hours and in the situation that presented itself to Benghazi, that dude really blew his hands off. Chris Tonto Peranto turns around and says, were you just trying to blow me up? Was that you just trying to blow me up? So I just want to say that that wasn't planned, that he blew his hands up like that, nor was it planned that I was fucking Chris Tonto Peranto. So if we could pull anything from Airsoft that day, I'm going to pull out that I was Tonto. And Tonto, I just want to give you a shout out, homie. Soft Rep Mafia, crateclub.us. I just want to say, hey, what's up, dude? And I'm sorry you had to go through all of that situation, but, we get to use it now as a training and as a war game simulation. So big shout out to Tonto right there. So then the next day we go back, we rack out. I go to the beach, check out the beach again that night, and then come back to the hotel. We rack out, wake up, 6:30 in the morning, have to be to the field by 07:45. So we wind up getting there on time. What happened was Ajax forgot a cell phone, had to go back to the hotel to get a cell phone. I wound up getting all the intel briefing from the leadership at that point, making sure that I understood what was going to happen. And then I just briefed Ajax and Joker on the briefing after that. And then we grouped up into our teams. And a lot of guys were tired. I get that. You were fighting all Saturday night. Those of you that fought Saturday night was not everybody. It was only a special few that stood out and said, I'm going to fight all day, all night, and go all the way through until the end of the fight. Yes, you fought all Saturday night, and you have 100% respect from me. All of you that fought Saturday night, all of you that stuck through it, we all were sore Sunday, and we all fought through Sunday to take off and come home Monday to realize how tired we were. So Sunday happens. We get into the fight on Sunday morning right away. They're like, hey, we have to be out of here by 12:30. We have to get all the fights on right now. Everybody better show up and get briefed or else you're not in the fight. And I want to say, Uncle Joe, you did a great job keeping everybody going together and keeping the fight going. Deep staged. It was an honor to battle against you on the SOCOM. And I look forward to more of those battles. Sunday happened. And Sunday was a trip, man. Sunday was like, they kept putting us in different areas of the base, and then they finally put us down in the bowl, which was Lima. We called it Lima. And so we're down in Lima. Hey, what's up, Atwood?
How are you?
Good, I'm doing well. Okay. I just brought him on Facebook Live for a minute. You're cool with that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
Oh, sorry, were you done?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Okay.
He's good.
All right, sounds good.
Hey, say what's up to Sensei, okay? All right. See you guys. So the one thing that kept happening though is everybody kept coming up to me like, yo man, I just see them. They're all like rubbing their glasses and whatnot. And I'm like, oh, are your glasses fogging? They're all, yeah, man. I was like, well, look what I have right here. This is Sven Can See. Sven Can See is an anti-fog right here. It's a gel. You spray this on your lenses and then you buff it out with a bandana or something soft cloth and it'll help prevent fogging. Right here, Sven Can See. And Tactical Airsoft Supply carries this, Sven Can See. Sven Can See is going to alleviate all of your problems that you're dealing with fogging and humidity. So this is brought to you by Sven Can See right here. So make sure you get yourself some Sven Can See. Look at this. I just got this last week, this crate of them right here in Layton, and I'm already down to 6 left. Or no, wait, yeah, 6 left out of them all. So, and this is just one store. The other store is down to 2 left. So we're resupplying these. So you're going to want Sven Can See. If you start seeing Sven Can See at any of your neighborhood tactical shops, you know where you heard it first, right here, Sven Can See. And you're welcome, Sven. Thank you for making a cool anti-fog. So I'm applying anti-fog onto all of my homies, even on SOCOM. I see SOCOM guys all fogging up. I'm like dead. I'm like, hey, do you want some anti-fog? They're like, yo, Rad, you got anti-fog? I'm like, yeah, I do. I got anti-fog. And they're like, thank you, right? High five, handshakes. That's the thing I saw the most at the game. I saw a lot of handshakes. I saw a lot of high fives. A lot of bumping the chest. A lot of smacking the ass. There was a lot of you out there that were just, you know, there for the sport of it, not so much for like your own video series or your own Instagramness. Okay, you were there for like the greater good of the sport to grow it. And those of you that hide behind your Instagram name and you don't dare say who you really are, I'm finding out who you are, and I'm realizing who you are. How come you're not so vocal? How come you're not so vocal in person? Why you got so much to say on the internet, but you got nothing to say in person? Why are you so quiet? Huh? You'd think someone with at least 3,000 followers would be a little more vocal about who they are. So I'm on to you. I'm on to you setting up your shots and setting up the little angle so you look pretty. I'm on to your whole game of looking good and just walking around the place. I get it. If that's airsoft for you, you keep it up, okay? Because airsoft's whatever you want to make it. Back to the Sunday games. So then we fight. We're clearing the mosques. We're pushing SOCOM all around the field. They're moving them around the field. It's a back and forth, and it really is a great day, a great way to wind down the day's events, the weekend's events. And then there was a ceremony for a raffle. I didn't stick around for the raffle because I had a 13-hour drive back with my carpool, and we've made this trip many times before, so we Oscar Miked it out of there, headed back to Salt Lake City, and we got back, let's see, so we left about 11:30 California time, got back to Salt Lake City, I don't know, maybe like midnight, 1 in the morning. It was a good 13-and-a-half-hour drive back, but we did it. Ajax is a champion. I have to give Ajax props. He drove all the way there straight, and he drove almost all the way back, but from St. George, I drove back from St. George. Ajax, you're almost as awesome as me driving, bro. You're almost, okay? I got your back. I love you, bro. Thank you for everything, getting us home safely.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, Skyler? Welcome to Tactical. So the other thing I want to talk about real quick is the World War II game coming up. So first of all, thanks again, John Liu, for everything you do. Thanks again for the Lion Claws events and the series. Well worth the price. I look into Lion Claws. Google Operation Lion Claws. The next thing I want to bring up is there was a game coming up, the World War II game. I was going to put the fire to the feet of Drew Stitch with Stitch Reviews on Facebook, but it sounds like he may be canceling that game, so I would look into the Utah Airsoft Facebook page on Facebook, Utah Airsoft, click events. Drew, you have full access to be able to edit that. If you want to cancel it, that's on you, bro. If you're out there and you want to host a game and you're in Utah and you want to host in Utah, let me know. We can get you up on the Utah Airsoft roster and your game can be posted. It brings a healthy turnout to your fights. So with the game, with World War II, what I was going to talk about is, we really want World War II themed events out here, but it doesn't mean you have to come fully loaded out in a World War II loadout, as long as you got maybe like some spats or like a helmet or something like a canteen pouch, or some web gear. A helmet with multicam gives that vibe of World War II, it gives that vibe with the spats, like Chad Wilkins, recon on BOE, my team guy. He's got the spats that go on the ankles, If I was as flexible as Melissa McCarthy on Saturday Night Live, I'd pull my foot up and show you, but I'm not so flexible today. But, you know, the World War II games and the non-soft games, you know, they are there to encourage you to come out with a little bit of that, you know, flair. You know, whether you're putting on the Charlie Sheen red bandana and going into Elias's hooch, right? Or whether you're full on John Wayne O.D. Green Beret, you know, style Vietnam, or whether you are, you know, in the wire, VC, Boogie Diggy Dow, you know, Ladai, moving through the mud, you know, to come get me kind of, you know, as long as you come out with that type of attitude, we really want to have that, that fostered here in Utah. We've been doing NOM-Soft for a very long time, years. World War II games have been going on for years here as well. Ajax started World War II games at the Kingdom Field. Stitch is doing World War II games here on 12th Street and at other locations. So I really want to encourage you to check out Stitch Airsoft Reviews on Facebook and get involved with the World War II scene. Like Brent Fordham, who makes the custom helmets. He does custom painting on them. That's always an awesome dude. And Blair, those guys are always great World War II buffs. So World War II may be canceled. Look into the details for the events. I was going to talk about going to that. I talked about Lion Claws. I want to give a shout out to my buddy who's traveling around the world right now with Soft Rep TV, Brandon Webb. He's flying into, I think, France or Swiss Alps. He's going to go do some extreme heliboard skiing and snowboarding, all for Soft Rep TV. So be sure to watch out for that. And also, I just have to present crateclub.us. I want you to go check out crateclub.us and check out badass gear picked by badass dudes, shipped to badass folks just like yourself. There's a monthly tier. There's a standard, a pro, and a premium, and a black premium crate group that you can fall into. Anything that you want fits into your budget. Go check that out. It's quality gear. I get to check it out. I get to go use it. It's awesome. I encourage you to check out crateclub.us. Now that that's said, I've gone over the two topics. Is there any Q&A going on that?
Someone was asking if Sheldon Greener.
Yes.
He said, ask John Liu if Lion Claws is going to be at George Air Force Base again.
John Liu. Mr. General John Liu. The people want to know. Is Lion Claws coming back to George Air Force Base in May for Memorial Day weekend? That's the question. Feel free to reply when you get a chance, and then we'll let others know. You know, I would say I love George Air Force Base. We built a war machine, our tank, to go to George Air Force Base, to intersect the roads, to attack disposable heroes and their APCs, to even team up with them, to battle the fast-moving guys out of Arizona in their technicals, to go after all these guys that had all these high-speed vehicles. Well, now you got the BOE war machine to think about, right? Evike Matt and your Humvee, right? You know what the war machine can do. That's all there is to it. You'd rather be on our side. I think that's what I last heard. That was the rumor at the last game, was like, I'm glad I'm on the war machine side. Go ahead.
Was he at, this is my question, was he at Lion Claws?
So was Matt Evike at Lion Claws? He was at the Memorial Day George Air Force Base last year. Yes, he was at that one. This time, Evike was on site. They did have some people repping him, and that's cool because we all know Evike. Evike, hey, what's up? Evike Chang, what's up? So that's a cool place. Check them out. If you can't get to Tactical Airsoft Supply, go check out Evike. All right, that's fine. I'm cool with saying that. Grow the sport. Oh, I swallowed that. There we go. Okay, one love. You got a haircut, bro. You looking dapper over there.
Yeah.
Is there anything else going on? Any joiners or questions?
From a while ago, Ryan Redland said, we kicked ass. You know Ryan Redland?
Ryan Redland.
And then he shared your video.
Do I know Ryan Redland? Ryan Redland was my CO, my commanding officer. Oh, yeah. So we're both officers in charge. Lion Claws has a tier.
Yeah.
So when you get to be at my level and at Ryan's level, you become an OIC, an officer in charge. John Liu can reach out to me and say, hey, Rad, you're in charge of SOCOM, you're in charge of Red Scorpion. Whatever he needs from me, he knows that, I can do that. In fact, if you go to Lion Claw's website and you go to OICs, you can find myself and my profile, as well as Ryan's on there, as well as all of our other cadre that are stellar performers. Ryan is a hooligan.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know what else to say about that. He's a great dude. Nice beard. It's very, very clean. He's a good dude. Yeah, man, you did a good job, you and your crew, man. I appreciate, you allowing me to run the way that I did with my guys with the lack of that radio situation. But at the end of the day, and when you see all those objectives that got caught between the Milsim crew and between the elite crew and between all the other crews, the war crew and the hooligan crew, you know who got the job done.
Who won?
Who won?
Who won?
Airsofters won. The question was who won. The numbers say Red Scorpion won. But I don't know if I was satisfied with that victory. I think that we could have done better. And I think that we could have been tighter. And we could have just kept it to 0 points on the other team. But at the end of the day, we did what we did, and we walked out 500 points to 260-something points. If you want to see the score, go check out my Instagram at Rad Rocket, and I have a picture that has the score broken down with some of us from Red Scorpion involved, and it has the score there. It was intense. I'm reborn every time I go to Pendleton. I believe in Chesty Puller. I know that, he's the most decorated Marine ever with 5 Navy Crosses. I have nothing but raw for you Marines, and it just makes me say thank you. I love Razor and Cameron and my father-in-law, all of you Marines out there, Rob, John. I'm not trying to miss Marines, but you know who you are, and I appreciate all you do. Especially the ones that came up to me at the field and said that they saw me on Soft Reps commercial for the Crate Club. I was like, yeah, I can die. Thank you now. Good night. So, is there any other questions coming in? We're hitting the 30.
One was the John Lou one
Going to?
Air Force Base.
Okay, well, tell me some of the names that have joined so I can give them some shouts outs.
Chuck Layton. Darren
Farr, Marine Corps. What's up, Darren? I know you're out there in the Marines. What's up?
Ian Tennant.
Ian, what's up, Iron Man? Call sign Iron Man on...
Keith Audette said, when you were talking about not giving up till Saturday, he said, not dead, can't quit.
Not dead, can't quit. Keith Audette, yeah, one of my fucking best buds, fighter. Keith, I don't want to say your name much because we all know he's a Joker. Keith is my trigger for you, brother. Okay, we work that. So Joker, I couldn't do it without you, bro. I love you, and I mean it, and that's all I can say. You know that I got your back anytime. So thank you, Joker, for being a part of BOE for 9 years, right? Through all the bullshit and through all the thick and thin, you've always been there. So thank you, and Ajax and everybody. Who else?
And Jose Benjamin said BOE doesn't quit.
BOE does not quit. That's right. No. So I read something somewhere where it said, it's okay to get tired, and it's okay to get drawn out from what you're doing, but it's not okay to quit. So you can get tired. You can be bored, but don't quit. So BOE, never quit. That's right. I may look like I'm sleeping, sitting in a corner, all comfortable, like I quit, but I'm not. I'm just contemplating my next move, okay? As my dad would say in church. I'd say, Dad, are you sleeping? No, I'm just praying. I'm just praying. Anybody else hitting up
Someone asked, and I think this is when you're talking about your gloves. He said, did Brad get that from the Royal Irish Rangers? And that's Harry Jackson.
Oh, Harry Jackson, yes. As a matter of fact, do me a favor. Go into my car. There's a red and white envelope. It's a big one. Let's do it right now.
Big red and white envelope.
Yes, big red and white envelope. It's big. It's an international package.
Okay.
So here we go. I got these Bulldog right here from John Lou's event. This proves I was there. My Bulldog patch right there, Devil Dogs. This is also another commemorative patch right here from the John Lou event. And this is something that you get at a John Lou event, all right? You get to pay to get in. That's true. But all that money, the majority of all that money, I'm sure, wound up going to the Marine Corps. I know $8,500 did. And I understand logistics happen and people have to live and eat. These patches aren't cheap, right? And so these come with it. So you get commemorative patches. These will go up on my wall, John, here in the Layton store. And without further ado, I've been meaning to do this. Look at this red, white, and international package right here. Harry Jackson. Harry Jackson with the Royal Irish Regiment out of the UK. I'm going to tell a little bit about your story, Harry. Harry Jackson was just a grunt in the Royal Irish Regiment in Sierra Leone in the 2000s, early 2000s. Harry Jackson was just on patrol as a grunt, and he got snatched. That's right, he got snatched by the West Side Boys. The West Side Boys are a group of thugs that really probably aren't around anymore because, lo and behold, here comes the SAS. And my buddy Big Phil Campion and his guys came in and smoked the West Side Boys, and they were Harry Jackson's savior. The things they did to Harry while he was in captivity should never be done to anybody. I'm sorry, Harry. I know that's probably a sore spot for you. I appreciate our friendship, Harry, and I'm glad that I know you, and I look forward to many, many, many pints and many more soft rep mugs, bro. So without further ado, I get stuff sent to me, and it's an honor, okay? So to wind down the show, all the way from Northern Ireland, not to be confused with Ireland, it's Northern Ireland, I was sent this awesome package, and let's pull out and see what's inside, shall we? Well, well, well. It's a Green Beret. Okay, right here. So we've got a Green Beret right here. And it says the feather is the Royal Irish Regiment Green, quantity 1. So it has a harp right here for his lapel. I don't know if you can kind of get that up close. So I've got another Green Beret here from the Royal Irish Regiment. So it has a harp right here. And let's go ahead and pull this off. Let's see if that just pulls off. Let's do this together right here. Just keep pulling this off. Look at that. Wow. How awesome is that? How awesome is that, Gray? Is that awesome?
That's awesome.
Is that awesome? That's awesome, right? That's awesome.
That's very awesome.
That is awesome. See that? Harry, I have to say thanks to Brandon Webb, you know, because, like, we would never have met, bro, if it wasn't for B and his crew and Soft Rep at the boxing match, you know, the hugs we had, the fish and chips that we ate on the streets of London together, mate. You know what I'm saying, huh? Royal Irish Regiment, Rad. It's like, what did you just say? Royal Irish Regiment. It's like, did he just say Irish? Royal Irish Regiment, Rad. And Dibsy and all of you guys out there. So let's see if this fits. You know, let's just move this here. This is badass. Hi. Look at that. That is awesome. So Harry, much love to you. Everybody in Northern Ireland and my Ireland brothers, I appreciate you. Sisters in the UK, Gray, thanks for helping me film this all the time, dude. You know, Skylar, thanks for being in here to be my live studio audience, which we are proud to always film in front of a live studio audience. Is there any other questions coming through at all? Nothing? So, hey, you know, we're going to call it a day. Harry, this is for you, bro. I thank you so much. I'm going to keep this on my wall here. Oh, wait, hold on 1 second. That's Washington for you. Willie, is that you? Willie. Someone from YouTube thinks I'm Willie. I don't understand that.
I don't know.
Oh, Will Willis. Whiskey.
Oh.
Yeah, I totally look like Whiskey. Right? That's who he's referencing, huh? Not really.
He's got a ponytail now, so maybe.
So, hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Thanks for watching on Facebook. And support your local airsofter because, you know, what's up. So thank you for watching. Peace out.